they grew up in an era where fashion was a female thing. And they saw men that did fashion as lazy people who don't want to go to the farm. I did a white material, so when I finished sewing, it was brown. My experience with Africana Live last year was epic.
Let's see if we can separate this fight now, because this Apple and Samsung fight. Let's see if we can separate it.
Okay, I was having issues where you would have to go and sit down with the tailor to get your clothes and all that.
That's one thing about fashion designer. Let me not say fashion designer. That's one thing about tailors. Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are just joining me for the first time, please do well to subscribe to this channel. Yes, I want you to subscribe. That's why I've not even started the show. I'm screaming you should subscribe. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back to the channel. Like the video, comment, share it to your friends, family members, and even enemies. Welcome here to another interesting edition of the Meet Personality Show with your one and only IT to the OHS with the art. It talks articulate, and I'm your anchor for this episode of the show. Today's show is going to be very interesting. It's going to be very, very unique. Yes, because today, this guy I'm hosting on the show today is on. I know what it took me, I know what it cost me, I know what it cost my team to bring this guy on set today. So sit back, relax, and watch the show, enjoy the show. If you are listening to the podcast, use your headsets, increase the volume. I have with me someone, the owner of this capital city of Abuja. He is the one and only JT of Abuja. The JT.
I greet you, boss.
Alpha, chop five. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, boss.
How is it doing now?
I'm doing well. I'm doing great. Thank you for
having me. I love your outfit, man. I like the color combination.
Yeah, this is one of my designs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah, so I know some of our audience are just seeing you for the first time and have been screaming, JT of Abuja, JT of Abuja. So I just wanted to use this time to introduce yourself to our audience, tell them your name, tell them what you do, and any other thing you would like them to know about you.
Okay, my name is Joseph Ajayi, also known as JT of Abuja. I'm a fashion designer, I'm a model, and I'm a fashion and lifestyle content creator. I've been in the fashion industry for over a decade now, and I've been able to work with different brands in Nigeria and even abroad in different categories in the fashion industry. Yeah.
And that's massive, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thank you. So the Meet Personality Show, like I always love to tell my guests when they come on the show, if you are just interested about spotlighting young guys who are doing great stuff around us, you get in a society where everyone is going the wrong way, so it's not easy to find some other guys who are still sticking to what is good, who are still trying to express their skills, express their talent in their own capacity, despite the challenges that we might face in our society. So that's what the Meet Personality Show is all about. So we are spotlight young guys who are doing great stuff. So we looked at you. I think I met you at an event.
Yeah.
So
is that advocacy?
Yes. So our team looked at it and said, we need to bring this guy. Even if you will not teach us another thing, you teach us how you used to come about with all this trendy stuff you see online. Your pictures are mad. Yeah, so that's what we are basically going to discuss today on the show. So alright guys, we've heard from JT of Abuja. He's a fashion designer, so that means you know what today's show is going to be about. So before we proceed, I want to use this time to specially appreciate my fashion sponsor for this show, Memes Culture. Shout out to Memes Culture. If you can see that the brain behind this, my beautiful outfit that I'm putting on today, shout out to Memes Culture. They are making me look this, man. I love it.
You're looking good.
Yeah, thank you, man. So shout out to Memes Culture for this. You can check Memes Culture up on their social media, on their website. Shop your fashion accessories, anything that you need. Shout out to Memes Culture. And also shout out to my studio sponsors at Impact Central Innovation Hub Abuja. Yes, they are the energy behind all these things that you are seeing. They are the ones, they are our strength behind the cameras. They are the sponsors of this studio that we are using. Shout out to Impact Central. You can check them up online. the description of this video has their link. Do well to check them up. They run exclusive spaces, event spaces, office, official studio, recording, podcast, any content creation or any professional videography that you need to do. Link up with Impact Central Innovation Hub and they've got you covered. So back to the show right now. JT of Abuja. Yeah, there's this new game we are playing on the show right now. It's called This or That. So we are just going to like play the game and then so that we can ease the tension into the real conversation. So I don't know if you are ready. If you are ready for me,
I'm ready for you.
Even that you are rubbing your hands, I know that.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so JT of Abuja said he is ready for the This or That game. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go with This or That. So JT of Abuja, chinos or jeans?
Definitely chinos.
Chinos.
Yeah.
Why chinos?
Jeans is stressful for me. It's
Really?
heavy. Yeah, jeans is heavy. I like lightweight materials. So,
Okay.
yeah, jeans is stressful.
Like talking about the maintenance. You know, jeans for us, jeans is easier to maintain jeans.
It's not easy. To wash jeans is hard.
That's why I said it's easier to maintain jeans. You know that a situation where you are doing your laundry, and then you brought out clothes, you brought jeans, you
take
brought
the jeans
everything.
back.
Yes.
You definitely take it back.
So you just look at the jeans like it's not really dirty.
You rub it down.
You brush it. So yeah, that's why I prefer jeans. I prefer jeans honestly.
Yeah.
So you go for chinos. You're a fashion designer, so it's not strange for us to see you picking jeans on this. All right, so let's go on the next one. Thrift shopping or brand new?
I do more brand new because I make wears. So
Yeah.
most of my outfits are custom made. So yeah, brand new.
So you're speaking from a perspective of a fashion designer.
I gotta sell my market.
honestly, because you know, recently we're getting brand new outfits these
It's
days.
on the high.
Yeah, things are very high. Yeah, so that's why I really like what my fashion sponsor is really doing, Memes Culture. So they are into upcycled fashion designing. Okay, so they actually design new fashion from like old clothes to make new fashion materials, like what I'm putting on right now. The shirts, especially this one, this is made from plastic. You can see this is your plastic, your normal plastic bottles from minerals, and this one is made from can. You can see it here, from your canned drinks and other stuff. So that's what they basically do. So right guys, you can go check out Memes Culture. Check the description of this video, you will see a link to Memes Culture. Shop Memes Culture. Check on their Instagram page to see what Memes Culture is actually doing. Shout out to Memes Culture, by the way. So let's go on the third one with JT of Abuja. This or that to JT of Abuja. So JT, would you rather travel around the world or live in your dream home?
I will travel. Even if it's around Nigeria. I love traveling, so yeah, I would rather travel.
The way it said is I will travel even if it's around Nigeria.
Even if it's around, like I don't like staying in one place for too long. Yeah, I like traveling.
Like talking about traveling, what's your like favorite destination you would love to be?
For now, I think it will be Paris during Paris Fashion Week.
Fashion, hey! everything still revolves around the fashion.
Yeah.
And you forgot to mention in your introduction, you are also a model. Did you say that?
I did, yeah.
Okay, you said that. Yeah, because we're going to discuss about that on the show as well. Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So vintage or contemporary?
Vintage. Yeah. I don't like fast fashion. I like slow fashion. So I like to stick to something that works, even if it's not trending. Yeah.
Vintage. Yeah, vintage is really nice. That means you don't go with the trends.
Yeah, I don't like going with trends.
Why? But your industry, the fashion industry, is actually a trendy industry.
That's why I said, like me, I do slow fashion.
Okay.
I don't do fast fashion. Yeah, so I deal with contemporary outfits that works.
Yeah.
Not what is trending. Not necessarily what is trending.
Or what works.
Yeah.
And what will like stand the test of time, sustainable.
Yes, that is sustainable. Yeah.
I like that idea. I like that. It really makes sense. All right, so let's shift a bit from the fashion. So TikTok or Instagram stories?
Instagram. I'm more of an Instagram person.
Not like the Instagram stories specifically. Stories, not like main Instagram.
Instagram stories.
Stories. Why would you prefer Instagram stories to TikTok?
I don't know what Instagram did to me. They just made me abandon other social media. So I'm more active on Instagram. I hardly post on other social media, yeah.
But you actually need to be on other social media.
I am.
To get
That's the funny thing. I'm on all the social medias, but I post more. Before I now remember to go and post on other, it might be after some days, I'll now go and post them, but I'm always active on Instagram, yeah.
Is that as a result of you not being that very trendy when it comes to fashion? Because TikTok is like kind of trendy, more trendy.
Yeah, I cannot keep up with the pace of TikTok.
Yeah.
Because there's always a trend to follow.
Yeah, a challenge.
Yeah, a challenge. There's always a challenge. There's always a challenge, and yeah, I just like my safe zone for now.
Yeah.
For now, yeah.
But yeah, you look like someone really you like to be on your own space, your own taste.
My own piece, yeah.
You don't. Nice. All right. That makes sense. Talking about online. So online learning or classroom learning?
Well, I prefer classroom learning. Yeah, I prefer classroom learning because I learn more when I'm interacting with people. Yeah, I find it hard to just stay and read. So
just follow up a course online.
I would not follow up. I've registered a lot of online courses, but if I'm in a class and they teach, I interact with other classmates, I learn faster that way than me sitting down alone, then going through a material. That's hard for me, though. Yeah, so I prefer.
Now, looking at the current situation around the education in this country.
Yeah.
So, do you still prefer the classroom learning to online learning? Looking at the way schooling is in Nigeria currently.
The way education is in Nigeria currently, you would learn yourself, but that environment. Yeah. It's not necessarily what the lecturer or your teacher is going to say, but that environment, for me, it helps me learn.
Okay, the environment.
I'm not talking about what the teacher is teaching, but that environment and interacting,
around people,
being around people, talking about the same thing. Okay, how do you see? What's your view on this one? Than me sitting alone. I learn better that way.
I can get you now. I understand you now. Because recently, there has been a hike on online learning everything. Some people even prefer to just get their full degree online instead of just going to.
It works for some people.
Yeah, especially the working class.
Yeah.
Yes, because if you are trying to make your dough and then go to the stress of education, when you can just learn at your own space. Anytime you are back, when you come back 9 p.m., put on your system, learn for 1 or 2 hours, and then you are good. The next day you are up on your game. Yeah, makes sense. So let's go on the next one. Texting or voice message?
Texting.
Text.
Yeah, I text more. I don't like the sound of my voice, so I don't like to talk.
I'm actually hearing that from impressive for the first time.
It's funny. I don't know. If I listen to my recording, I sound weird. So I don't like hearing my voice.
But you don't sound weird.
That's why I said I don't know why I do feel that way. So I text. I text. There's no notification on my phone. That's how often I text. And I'm always busy, but I still find time to reply. Text. Yeah, I reply on my messages.
But texting can take time, when you just have to type.
I heard that a lot, but for me, talking is stressful. Because texting, I can be doing something and text.
How will you be doing something and text?
I saw and text. And I will deliver on time. It's not,
But I think voice note would have been easier for you. You are just sewing, your hands are busy, and then you are just giving the voice notes. That's what I thought.
For me, I don't know. Texting just works better,
Wow. All right, talking about texting and everything. So, Apple or Samsung?
Apple. Yeah.
So why Apple? Let's see if we can separate this fight now, because this Apple and Samsung fight. Let's see if we can separate it.
Okay, my view on it is just, it's not about efficiency or durability. It's just a personal preference. Yeah, it's just a personal preference. For me, why I liked Apple in the first place was because of how easily their parts are to replace.
Maintaining.
In terms of, because I'm the kind of person that phone falls from my hand a lot. Like before 1 month, I don't change screen. And Samsung screen now half of the phone money.
Price.
So yeah.
It even depends on where you're buying the screen itself.
Then I don't know. People say the camera is better, this one is not better. But for me, Apple, for my contents, Apple works. Yeah. So Apple works. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say, the maintenance aspect of it, because Samsung my phone accessories are too expensive.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
But the thing is that Apple phone looks expensive from the when you want to get it, but the maintaining part is easier.
Yeah, maintaining Apple is easier.
But Samsung is not that.
You can get earpiece charger like easily.
Screen most important is because the most important one is the screen.
You understand battery? You can change the battery.
Yes.
In terms of maintenance, Apple is too. So
all right. Nice. Nice. All right, moving on. So dresses or suits? Let's go back to your fashion.
Dresses. In as much as I love suits, but I love suits too. But I'm not there yet. So for
not there, like what you mean you're not there yet? But
okay,
like in terms of money
the quality of the suit. Yeah. So that's why I do more of dresses now.
Like when you mean quality, like the quality of the material
of the suit.
I don't think it's
suit is different from suit.
No, it's
different from coat.
Suit is different from jacket. I mean the men's suit, not the one that you put on you do look as if
but preferably, if I can get a good designer, I can wear suits every day. Yeah.
So your kind of fashion, you don't make suits, just
just everyday casuals, regular casuals. Yeah.
Wow, nice. Makes sense. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Tea or coffee?
Tea. I'm an African man. Where will I see coffee? I grew up drinking tea. How people used to choose coffee over tea, I don't know where they picked it up. Tea, yeah.
I think it's because we are used to tea.
That's where I'm coming from. I'm an African man. I grew up drinking tea.
Yeah.
So now I'm having access to coffee. So I cannot say
you're getting used to the coffee.
Coffee, the time. It's not possible. Yeah.
But why is it like that? Because we actually produce coffee, like cocoa. We have cocoa here. We actually export those stuffs outside. So why does it look like we export cocoa and then it is now difficult for us to get coffee? Because even coffee is more expensive than tea to look at it.
Yeah. I just feel basically it's just the country we find ourselves in. There are people that have access to it from
but
locality itself matters. So the kind of area you grew up in, you might not have access to it. So that's just one major. Yeah.
No, I just thought of it. Even the communities that are producing this cocoa,
they don't process it.
Yeah, they don't have access to coffee.
Yeah,
because it's exported.
Yeah, they don't process. We don't process. We export. Most times, so that's why.
It's not most times. We export everything in this country.
We barely benefit from the things we are producing.
Even crude oil now, we are exporting. So, I don't want to. We just export crude oil and then import.
We do not process. So
Nigerian matter. Let's move there because last show we discussed Nigerian matter.
Let's not go into that. The show will not end.
It will not end. My last episode we discussed Nigerian matter. I don't want us to go into that one again.
Yeah.
All right. So JT, that has been interesting. That has been fun. So let's go over to the fashion. Let's go over to the fashion. So first of all, what inspired you to join this?
Okay.
Fashion guys making us look
industry. You getting into the fashion industry, I would say in a way, fashion chose me because before I even decided I wanted to go into fashion, my mom had a machine at home, so I would just play around with the machine, carry her Ankara, cut one part, patch it to my trouser, patch it to my jacket.
I mean, I would say she been the beating well, because to just go carry person rapper, begin the cut, say they learn work.
Then I've not even started learning.
Yeah.
I was just
And then that's what I'm saying. That's where the beating should come in,
I
because.
was just playing around.
So what was how was she always reacting to that?
She was not happy about it because they grew up in an era where fashion was a female thing. And they saw men that did fashion as lazy people who don't want to go to the farm, because then the major occupation for men were farming, driving. You understand how they saw tailoring for women like a women's job. So she was like, tailoring is not for men. Wow. So she was discouraging me. Yeah. But after my secondary school, I now decided to, since I had the basics, so I now decided to,
So you had the basics, like you had learned from her passively, or?
No, from her, basically from an uncle that was sewing. So I do go there, I'll just sit with him. So the funny thing, I knew how to sew it in my head, but I could not sew.
Like
so his apprentice, I'll be correcting them, but me, I cannot sew. I don't. But I've watched him do it. So if they are doing it wrong, I'll tell them this thing is wrong. You understand? So I don't say, this thing I already know how to do it. We just to do it now practically. Yeah, you understand practically. I know the theory. I can explain how to cut and how to sew, but I cannot do it myself. So I now decided to go into it officially. Yeah.
Tell me about the first dress you made as a fashion designer. These days, how was it like?
Funny enough, because of the experience I had, my first outfit was not bad, but I now did too much. I did a white material. So when I finished sewing, it was brown already. It was brown already because I had the theoretical experience, so it was not hard for me to now put it into practice. Yeah.
But gradually you had learned.
Gradually, I was now improving. Yeah.
How would you define your fashion ideas, your fashion style?
Okay, like I said earlier, I prefer vintage. So when I want to do, I go for more vintage styles. I like free dresses, like free outfits. Yeah.
The Nigerian fashion industry is trendy and broad.
Yeah.
So what is your fashion experience based in this Abuja here now? Let's limit it to Abuja. How has the experience been here doing fashion in Abuja?
Fashion in Abuja is hard but it's not just Abuja. Generally, business now is evolving to relationships. So Abuja is the capital of relationships. So business in Abuja has to do with your network.
Who you know, who recommended you,
who recommended you, who say. And fashion is something that, especially for men, men are people that like stability. If a man sews here, it will be hard for him to change.
If he's getting what he wants there.
You understand? So
just like our barbers.
Just like our, you understand? Men is women that even if you have somebody that is giving you what you want to try. Men do not like trying. So it's hard to convince a man to leave somebody that is doing something for him, except you are being recommended by like someone that already patronize and can give that vote of confidence that this person would deliver. So basically that's one of the challenge, that even if you meet someone and you tell the person I can do this thing, it will be hard for them to even give you that opportunity. Except you come highly recommended.
I really understand when you mean by recommended, the connections. Because that's one thing about Abuja here. Before you know now, you realize that if you can speak a little bit of Hausa, things become easier for you. If you can speak small, things become easier for you. But I think I have a tough brain. I've been learning since I cannot really speak.
I'm bad with languages, so I'm giving up.
Let's talk about your experience with Africana last year. You had worked with Africana on their Africana experience last year. Tell us about that.
Well, My experience with Africana Live last year was epic. I would say that was one of the biggest fashion events that have happened in Abuja. Kudos to Africana, yeah. Because that's one thing we lack in Abuja. We lack fashion events of that kind of magnitude, compared to places like Lagos and Port Harcourt. Yeah. So kudos to Africana for putting something like that together. Yeah.
So you attended the Africana experience. Was it as a fashion designer or as a model?
No, I was there in the capacity of a model.
Modeling.
Yeah, I modeled for the show. Yeah.
So tell us about your modeling lifestyle.
Modeling, just like tailoring, modeling also came to me. I did not choose modeling. I started sewing. So because I was sewing for myself, people started, if I post a picture, people would put modeler, fashionista. Me, I was not even looking into it. Then around 2018, where I was working for someone. They now wanted to do like a fashion event. That's how my boss then, she reached out that I should work for a show. That like I should model her outfit. Me, I was like, no wahala, I will do shades to waka. So that was the clothes and work. So that was the first, that was how my modeling career started. That was my first show I did. Then they did another one in 2018, I think around December 2018. So I worked for that one again. Then in 2019, I just said, since this thing
it's
coming. Yeah, let me even learn it.
Okay.
So I got an agency. So I officially became a model in 2019. Yeah. So that's how my modeling career kicked off.
Wow, interesting. Well done. Man, you are doing a lot. So how was the experience being combining my modeling and fashion?
It's been crazy because most times I'm a model during the day, a fashion designer at night, because I'll have to run to an event during the day, then have to come back and sew during the night to meet up.
I get.
Because I built my brand. But another thing that even made me go into fashion was time, tailors and time. That is delivery.
Okay.
Yeah, I was having issues where you would have to go and sit down with the tailor to get your clothes and all that. So when I even started, I said I would not sew for anybody. I just don't want that going to wait for tailor to, you understand. So I was just doing my thing, but people will now say, this is your clothes, like it. So for me now, so that's how I started having clients, but I just built my brand around timely delivery. So no matter how, even if I'm having an event and I still have clothes to deliver, even if it takes me not to sleep, I will not sleep just to deliver on time.
So that means you deliver on time?
Yeah.
So, because that's one thing about fashion designer. Let me not say fashion designer. That's one thing about tailors.
It's not just tailors, it's about creative. You find it hard to manage time. Yeah. So.
I think it's because the jobs come in, like most of them can come in at the same time. Yeah, you need to deliver. And then some of them you cannot, because you cannot say no to some of them depending on the situation.
It's not you cannot say no. It's just you building systems around it.
Yeah.
People do find it weird when I reject jobs.
Yeah.
I would rather reject a job than not deliver.
On time.
Yes.
Like you said, your brand is on time.
But people tell me, it's not good for business, it's not. I say no. It's better I reject the job
than disappoint the client.
So I believe that's where most creative used to miss it. They know, you know your workload, you know what you can deliver in a week.
Yeah.
So when it's getting higher than your workload, you should stop. And another thing that helps even manage that is for you to increase your price. If you increase your price, it will definitely reduce.
So only the ones that can afford.
Definitely.
I think if you always have clients base, like demands, clients like that, I think it's almost the right time to expand.
Yeah.
Get other stuff.
You cannot scale, that is employ more people.
Yeah.
Increase your price, it will reduce. Yeah.
So like as a fashion designer and as a model, I think everything is going easier for you because you just finish your clothes, you model it. Finish your clothes, model it. You wait for fashion. If the fashion work is not coming, model events will come.
Yes, definitely. Or I put out my own creative works. So yeah, because most times I do express, I do high fashion, and I do portraits also. So sometimes I do like art pieces. Yeah. So
now over the past years, there has been a lot of influence of technology on almost all aspects of our economy and our personal lives. So is that the same with fashion? How has technology influenced fashion?
Technology have influenced fashion also. Like in terms of designs now, most of the designs you see today, they are computer designs. Yeah. So that's why you see them neat. Like it's not before someone sits and draw and you understand, but now they design with computer, put it in a monogram machine, computer designs it. So you cannot compare that with the one someone will sit down and do. So then in terms of machines, you can now get machines that you can reduce this has screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
The sewing machines.
Sewing machines now that has screen, you can reduce the speed, the stitch, the type of stitch you want. So yeah, technology has also entered into fashion. Even like cutting scissors, they are electrical scissors now.
Okay.
So it will reduce the stress on your fingers.
So it's like a button you press and it's doing the cutting.
It's cutting, yeah.
So looking at the influence of technology on fashion, would you say it's good or it's bad?
It's good because it makes what's easier, it makes what's neater. So I would say it's a good thing. And we should open up more to embracing more technologies that are coming.
Nice. That has to do with because most of them, like the computer design, that has to be like AI, because the AI has really cut across all other industries. Everywhere now is AI. So I know that anything that has advantage usually has disadvantage. So on your own side now, what are those things you think that are the disadvantages of this AI's technology on fashion?
For disadvantage, I would say it's getting it across to people in terms of costs.
Okay.
For an average fashion designer to afford all this technological equipment is like the sewing machine I'm talking about now is going close to 300,000.
300K.
Yeah.
For brand new or
for new one, to get one. Or not, if not over, because prices are going up every day. Really you understand? So for someone that is maybe someone that just wants to start up and to get just one machine is over 300,000. You can see where there might be a problem. Yeah. Then the know-how. The know-how again, the knowledge again. There are few people that know how to use some of the machines. Even from assembling it, we had issues with a machine. They didn't assemble it well until I left the place. They couldn't use the machine. It got damaged because during the assembling, I guess they did not assemble it well. When they tried using it, something broke inside. They could not find out what, you understand. Even from people assembling, they're using it. We do not have the technological know-how enough
to use that particular kind of machine.
Use some of those things. So I feel awareness on and the technological know-how are some of the disadvantage that
Nice. All right, so looking at these designers now and the designers we had before, which of those do you think make better fashion?
I would say then, because then they had little or nothing to work with. But we now, if me now, per se, I have, like you say, AI. I can just type, okay, create this outfit, then I will just do little touches on it. But then they created outfits from the scratch. Yeah, even if you look at the big brands, if you look at their designs they did before and you compare it to what they are doing now, you will feel is a different brand entirely, because in as much as fashion is a cycle, most of the things we are doing now, they've done it before. We just added a little to it, but still I feel they were more sophisticated then than we're doing now.
Wow, that didn't come across how I saw it, but from what you've just explained, I think
if you look at people that are like, would I say influencers or fashion influencers, like fashion and lifestyle content creators, if you check their outfits, they go back. If you check most of their outfits, their designs, the template is always from like maybe 70s, 80s. Yeah. So they do more designs then. We're just tweaking what they've done.
Add with computer technology and everything.
Technology to it.
But I think for you to be able to use this technology, this AI to create stuff, so you must already have knowledge,
background
because
knowledge.
Yes, because AI, people think that using AI technology is easy. It's not easy. It takes
you don't even have the proper instruction to give.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say.
A good result.
It takes a
both of us can search for the same thing,
but we get different
results because of what I would say. Okay, as a fashion designer, you might just go, what are outfits for an occasion? But me, I would say as a fashion designer, create a template for maybe a ball or a gala. You understand? There are some keywords I will use that will help the AI streamline the results for me. You understand? So even knowing how to use the AI is
Now it's because some people think using AI is just there.
Simple.
So
because like Google that will give you, is this what you need? AI is not like Google.
So let's just clarify that. Some people just think that maybe since you are using AI, you are not very intelligent. You are not that smart because you are using AI. You get, but it actually takes an intelligent mind to use an intelligent tool like AIs and everything.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's look at the Nigerian industry, like the music industry and the movie Nollywood, the films industry. So which of those two industries do you think really promotes the Nigerian African fashion? Movies, music.
Movies and music. I would say more of movies.
Movies?
Yeah, than music, because most times in music they do Fendi, Versace. You understand? Because
Balenciaga.
It's few musicians that would want to shoot a video and use a traditional, except maybe the songs. The theme of the song is traditional, but if they are singing, they would definitely want to show that from head to toe, like 5.7 million, you understand? They want to, So, but for movies now, you hardly see that somebody putting on Versace, except maybe they are trying to portray someone that came from abroad or something. They use, you understand? Local fashion, most of them will wear trads. If they shoot a movie and the movies in Abuja, all of them will wear kaftan. If it's in Lagos, they'll wear agbada. Or you understand? If it's a northern movie, they'll all wear northern attire. Or if it's Igbo movie, they'll wear tie wrapper. And you understand? So I would say movies more. Movies more than music.
That's true. Because
so that's a call for musicians to imbibe our traditional fashion into their music.
Talking about fashion, there's this artist Yemi Alade. Yemi Alade is one of those artists that you will see her with always representing.
She's always putting that African.
Aside Yemi Alade, who else do we have that you see can promote our fashion in our music? In the music, aside Yemi Alade, because that's one person that can come to my head right now. We're talking about Nigerian African fashion and music. Is Yemi Alade?
She does well when it comes to representing African attires. Yeah, she does well.
Nice. So that's a big call. Shout out to the guys in Nollywood representing us. I think Nollywood has really sold out our culture, really created that awareness for Africa, Nigeria, took Nigeria to the world stage because of the films and everything. Shout out to Nollywood, shout out to the guys, all the creative guys behind the cameras, in front of the cameras. Thank you for representing us. What are you working on? Are you working on any stuff, any collection? What do you have in the board on the board?
Okay, JT Clothing is working on our first ready-to-wear collection. Yeah, it's going to be a limited vintage collection.
Vintage?
Yeah,
I like that.
Limited vintage shirts collection. It's going to be purely shirts collection. So we're going to be doing Hawaii shirts and we're going to be doing jackets. Yeah. And we're going to include something for the ladies because JT Clothing traditionally is a menswear clothing brand.
Yeah.
So for the first time, we're officially going to do something that will include the ladies. Yeah.
Well, why not do something like that? It's kind of unisex. You know?
That's what I'm saying now. It's going to include.
No, like unisex. I mean, like what's both male and female can put on the same time.
Shirts,
the shirts. Okay.
The shirts are going to be unisex. Both male and female. Yeah.
Nice. So that's the only. When do you have any timeline when we can expect this?
Officially, there's no timeline yet.
Okay.
But soon.
We should just keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, just keep your fingers crossed.
What's the name of the collection again?
Shirts by JT.
All right, guys. So watch out for Shirts by JT. Vintage, right? Vintage
shirt.
Shirt by JT. Vintage. Coming up straight up. Vintage collection. So you can check the description of this video. You will see a link to JT's collection Instagram. Do you have any other platform we should include?
Facebook also.
Facebook. All right, so we'll add the link to Facebook and YouTube to Vintage JT of Abuja. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So one word for other young guys who might be interested in the fashion business or who are just being passionate about it, creativity. Let's just focus on fashion. One word for other guys who are into fashion.
One word, I'll just say start. Yeah, just start. You cannot start perfect, so just start. Yeah. I like that. I like that. Start just like you did. Just like I did. I just started. When I started, I did not know anything about it, and it's been a decade now. At least I know I'm a bit experienced. So I would say just start. And me starting early has given me an advantage. Yeah. For me, at this level, I'm already a decade in the industry, so it gives me an edge over anybody that is starting now. Yeah, that's true. And the experience, you also learn in the process as well. So I would say as early as possible. Once you just have that idea, just start. Yeah. Nice. Thank you so much. I think with that, we'll conclude the show for today. Thank you so much once again for coming on the show. Thank you so much. All right, guys, so it has been the Meet Personality Show, and today we had JT of Abuja. JT said, before I shut down the show, you never tell us about this name, sir. What inspired this name, JT of Abuja? Okay, funny enough, someone called me the name, and I just thought about it, and I just said, let me build a brand around it. Yeah. Because now you hear people JT of Abuja, you see another thing of Abuja, another one of Lagos. Yeah. So maybe I should add of something to my name. All right, thank you so much, guys. Sorry, now the conversation debut. Normally, this show is supposed to be a 30-minute show, but I don't even know how many minutes we've gone now. All right, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you are coming across the channel for the first time, do well to subscribe to the channel. If you are listening to the podcast, please do well to follow this podcast. If you are watching us on social media, do well to like, comment, share this content to your friends, family, loved ones, and everybody that they benefit from this content as well. Shout out to my fashion partners, Memes Culture. Shout out to Impact of Abuja. They are the ones giving us the strength, giving us the space to make this show visible to you. Until I see you on my next episode, thank you for watching. Bye for now.